Sup, fuckers? We got BTR Draft League Season 6 coming right at you. This is going to be a draft analysis. Last season was won by Drumsticks. The season before that was Daddy Orb. And then the first 3 seasons, we took it. The Amish Excelgors took it. We're not that name anymore. We're the Boston Red Sky. But, we're coming for that Season 6 title with this shitty fucking team. So, I'm right now at work, and I really don't care about how you hear me. So here we go. I was last in the draft order, which was 16th out of 16 people, which also means I got the wheel, which also means I got my least favorite draft position, being dead last. I hate being last because you don't really know what's going to be taken round one, so you don't know what's going to be there, which means you can't plan the rest of your draft. So I just kind of said fuck it and went out on a whim and picked up some Pokemon. So, first off, I went with Mega Scizor. I have not used this since the UAPB, and I've never used it in BTR. So, I'm looking forward to using it. It's going to be great. I know it's going to do well. I have a lot of ideas for it. I'm definitely going to be bringing a special one at least once, and I'll tell you why later. Next, I brought in Celebi, and Celebi is a really odd tier second round pick. This was also my Mega, but Celebi was only 100 points, so it was a tier 3 mon in this draft, which is very nice. You can't kind of see Celebi there, but it's there. You know it's there. So Celebi is odd in the sense that it's not great, but it's not bad. I'm thinking I'm going to have to be pretty creative with how I use it and make sure it's not set in that same role the entire time. And I'm going to be straightforward and say that it will never come the same way every single time. It will always be a little different. It will always do something fun. It has 2 forms of setup. It gets Calm Mind. I'm pretty sure it gets Swords Dance. It does. Synthesis, which I hope to never run because I'd rather run Recover. I get screens, I get a lot of different things. It doesn't have the best coverage options, but it works. Natural Cure is decent, as I said before, and like I said, a very weird round 2 pick. It was also the first round 2 pick, but considering its price, I wanted it. So, next goes all the way up, comes all the way back down, and I realize I have two quad weaknesses, being Fire and Bug, and Celebi doesn't really like Fire anyway. So I grabbed Keldeo. Keldeo is a very nice tier 1 pick. It was tier 1B, so we separated each tier into 2 separate tiers other than tier 4. Tier 1B was 160 points, being tier 1. And Keldeo is very nice. I really loved using it in the UNL, and I really think it's going to be a very good addition to this team. It covers the Fire weakness. It also gives me something to reliably come in on a Bug type attack. And I hate bulky waters, so this is a non-bulky water. So very nice there. Very good speed tier, and it kind of bumped me above that base 100 speed tier that I was afraid of just staying at the entire draft. So I now guaranteed that I didn't have that. Very good special attacker, very strong special attacker, really good at setup. I will bring physical Keldeo with Swords Dance at least once, so watch out for that. Next up, I went and grabbed Salazzle. No, not Slacking. Fuck Slacking. Salazzle. And Salazzle is incredible. I am always going to be bringing Shiny, but Shiny will not pop up. Shiny is beautiful. Now, I love Corrosion. I love the ability to toxic other poison types and steel types. It's really, really nice. I understand that most steel types won't be coming in on Salazzle anyway because, fire. But it's still nice to have that option. And Salazzle is another very strong special attacker. Gives me another high speed tier given the base 117 speed. It allows me to set up with nasty plots, and it also sniped someone, so even better there. It was also 80 points. It was 80 points as a tier 3 as well, which was a very, very nice little bargain pick. I thought I got a lot of really good bargain picks in this draft, but I don't think a lot of them work together, but we're going to have to figure that out. I'll have to be pretty creative throughout it. So, next pick, all the way up, all the way back down, and I decide, hey, I have 3 quad weaknesses. Let's not tack on another. And I grab big ol' Hippo. I grab this fat fuck, Sandstream, giving me that sand team that pretty much everyone has. There are 3 sand teams in this draft. Technically, mine is one of them. And you will see why a little later. Hippo, really good defensive Pokemon. Pure ground type is very, very good, at least on the physically defensive side. A lot of the Pokemon that are going to want to hit it super effectively are going to be on the special side, so I'm able to take hits very, very well. And actually a very decent attack stat, so it's not passive. It also gets Whirlwind, it gets Roar, Whirlwind, Roar, basically Earthquake, and a few other coverage moves. Really reliable recovery, and that's what I love, and I love having a reliable Stealth Rock setter, which is nice. And this was a Tier 2A pick, so it was 140 points. And I thought it was very worth it at that price. I mean, I would have liked it, rather it be Tier 2B and only 120 points, but I took it and I needed it anyway. I needed a good rock setter. Next up, I grabbed a Alolan Persian. Oh no. Here it is. Fur Coat, great ability. Basically doubles my defense stat. It actually doubles my defense stat. But Parting Shot is the real reason I love this Pokemon. You've probably seen me use it before if you've been following this channel at all. I love this Pokemon. Really good speed tier in base 115. Has Foul Play, gets Taunt, Parting Shot. Parting Shot is the bread and butter because a lot of my team has the ability to set up, but they're also bulky setup. So I can bring this in, I can Parting Shot out, and I can bring something in reliably to get up a free either Calm Mind, free Swords Dance, free Nasty Plot. I could get a sub up, I could get a Curse going. Anything. I could get anything going like that and really start breaking through a team or start sweeping a team, which is nice. So, and this was a Tier 4 mod, so it was just 60 points. Tier 4 doesn't have any A or B. So, those were the first 6, and you see I got this second thing here in this draft shit folder. So, next, round 7. So it goes back up, comes back down, you know the deal. Fuck that. And I sniped someone else who had a sand team, and at this point I hated my draft because at the end of the draft I still hate it, so at this point I hated it too, and I was getting sniped everywhere. Round 1 I got sniped, round 2 I couldn't get sniped, round 3 I got sniped, round 5 I got sniped, and round 7 here I got sniped again. A lot. I was initially going to go for Haxorus, and it was taking the pick before me, and fuck that. But I knew there were 2 other sand teams. They already had Mega Tyranitar and regular Tyranitar, and I knew this Pokemon was going to be taken. It is a Tier 5, and it is Stoutland. And I basically took it so no one else could have it. It fits with Hippo, but it's not, it's not wonderful, but it's not bad. It's for a Tier 5, Tier 5A technically, for 40 points. It was pretty okay, and so I can run a Choice Band on it. Intimidate is nice. Sand Rush is very decent for a Sand Sweeper. And Scrappy so I can hit Ghost types with my normal stab. And basically it gets good coverage. It gets Psychic coverage with Psychic Feigns. Play Rough. It gets Crunch. I can run Facade if I'm worried about getting burnt. Body Slam, pretty sure it gets. Actually, it might not. Let's see. Nope. Fuck this thing. Dropping it. Fuck it. Nope, gets Return, gets Frustration. A lot of other coverage moves. It's pretty nice to have. I'll be having fun with Stoutland. Like I said, on this team, I'm going to have to be very creative, so I'm going to get creative with everything. And next, Hawlucha wasn't picked, so I grabbed Hawlucha because fuck Tapu Lucha. I didn't want anyone to be able to have it. 2 of the Tapus were already picked, and I didn't know that Tapu Bulu wasn't picked at this point, but I grabbed Hawlucha. Hawlucha went to me. It is a Tier 2A, Tier 2A, 2A, there we go, I'm good, for 140 points, and I had plenty of points left over at this point. There was 140 points total, as long as you had 1 Pokemon from each main tier, being 1 through 5, and you had a Mega, you were good. Basically, this thing's claim to fame is Unburdened, plus a fucking seed, like an electric seed is mostly what you see. Doubles its speed, and its speed's already crazy high. It's base 118. It's my highest base stat Speedmon anyway. So basically, if you just don't invest in speed at all and you get an Unburden boost, you're at 500 and 44 speed, which is just absurd. And nothing really outspeeds that. It's going to take like a base 105 mon that is scarfed to be able to outspeed that, as long as they are max speed. And even then, I can just be like, heh, and outspeed them. So I'm pretty good there. A lot of fun sets that I could do with this, and I'd say fun very tentatively because it's pretty awful if you don't have like a sword stance up. So we'll see what I can do. It's another defogger, so I got that going for me. Can't really say much else about it. Next, we grabbed the best Pokemon of this draft, which was Volbeat. Volbeat is the best Pokemon. It is Prankster. You cannot beat a team that has a Volbeat. Volbeat is strangely bulky, and I will be proving that to you all throughout this season. It gets Priority Roost, it gets Priority Toxic, Thunder Wave, it gets Tail Glow with Baton Pass. We banned Speed Pass, but you can pass any other stat, any other combination of stats. You can Baton Pass them. You just cannot Baton Pass Speed because fuck Speed Pass. So, gets Tail Glow. I could run Tail Glow, Bug Buzz, and be an offensive fucking Volbeat with my strong base 47 special attack. Loving it. But it's another Defogmon, which is perfect because it's also weak to rocks. So love that. Going all in on that one. Gets Acrobatics, so, you know, can do something awful there. Focus Punch, could run that sub-Focus Punch Volbeat. You can't beat it. You cannot beat my Volbeat. You will not beat my Volbeat. So fuck you. It was a tier 5B, so it was only 20 points. And for the best mon in the draft, yeah, I'll take that. So, next, we grab Tapu Bulu, because, you know, Tapu Bulu. And so you know how I said fuck Tapu Lucha? I got Tapu Lucha. So, fuck it. I went all scummy on this draft and grabbed the tier 1A mon for 180 fucking points. Tapu Bulu. I hate Tapu Bulu, but you know, it's something that has to be prepped for. Grassy Surge basically is going to work with this thing. Instead of Electric Seed, I'm going to be running that Grassy Seed. So, you know, and Grassy Surge works well with the rest of my team, other than Hippowdon, because Hippowdon's Earthquake is going to be weakened, but everything else gets nice recovery, other than the fucking Hawlucha, and Hawlucha's going to get the Grassy Seed from it, so who gives a shit? I don't. I hate Tapu Bulu. I already said that, but fuck Tapu Bulu. I hate its speed stat. Fuck. It's base 75. It's so fucking slow. But I could run sub, you know. That will guarantee me an attack. Other than that, it's fucking awful unless you decide to predict. I hate predicting, so fuck it. Next, nothing else I wanted, so I grabbed fucking Greninja. Ha, just kidding. Immediately after the draft, I traded for the person before me for that Haxorus that I wanted. Yeah. Tier 2B for 120 points. Yeah. This actually made my team pretty decent, I felt. Never fucking running Rivalry. Probably always running Mold Breaker or Unnerve. Great Pokemon. Dragon Dance Sweeper with a base 147 attack with 97 speed. After a Dragon Dance, it's outspeeding any base 95. So that's Kyurem Black. It's outspeeding a Scarf Kyurem Black if I get a Dragon Dance up. It's outspeeding a Zygarde if it has a Dragon Dance up. I could run this thing Scarfed and still outspeed those things to make sure that they can only get to +1, or to make sure I outspeed them when they get to +1. They're not gonna get to +1 because I have fucking Volbeat, so who gives a shit? This thing's just gonna be a great sweeper, a great breaker. You aren't going to beat my Volbeat, so how can you beat my Haxorus? Yeah, that's how I feel about this. Didn't want Greninja. Greninja would have given me some nice hazard options, but I'd rather have Haxorus. It's my only dragon. I didn't want another dragon. Dragons are awful. Or at least the dragons in draft are pretty fucking awful, and I don't like them. Haxorus, first time using it, will give it a shot. So, great special attack there, base 60. Oh, I meant to talk to you about how I'm running special Mega Scizor. Fucking Tail Glow Volbeat, Baton Pass into that shit. Go right over to this Mega Scizor, gets that Technician boosted Ominous Wind, gets that Silver Wind boost with it too. Oh, I can run that Hidden Power Fire shit. Yeah, oh wait, you got something that outspeed me? No you don't. Vacuum Wave, fuck you. All of them Technician boosted, you aren't beating me. I get that max special attack, I get Modest all up in this bitch, 251. Man, that shit gets much higher. It goes to 627 Right around there. I'm not bringing up my fucking calculator. Do the math yourself. Actually, I'm pretty sure it's 623. I'm wrong. Whatever. Fuck you. 628. That's the number. That's what I'm going with. Final answer. You're welcome. See, that's the set. That's how I'm going to win. You cannot beat this. Although, odds are, I'm going to lose. A lot. This team fucking sucks. But, you know, this was also a +0 mega because it was tier 1 mega. Ah, no. No. Okay, good. No one saw that shit. Awesome. We're on here now. What did I show? Ah, awesome. Nothing. Okay, we're good. Yeah. Fuck you. So we're in this. Oh, you're not supposed to see this. Damn it. Well, maybe I'll edit that out. We'll see. Fuck this. Alright, good night. Bye-bye.